There's a phrase in independent publishing that causes an enormous amount of confusion: available in bookstores. Because available in bookstores and actually set up for bookstores to carry your book are two very different things. And KDP Expanded Distribution is a perfect example. Hi, I'm Lara with Forest City Publications, and in this video, I'm going to show you what available really means, what bookstores actually need before they'll consider ordering a book, and the exact distribution strategy that I use for my authors. Because the goal is getting it set up at a bookstore so that it can be realistically be. Let's start with KDP Expanded Distribution. When you publish a paperback through KDP, Amazon gives you the option to enroll it in expanded distribution. And that sounds great. You're already selling your book on Amazon, and now Amazon can make it available to additional distributors, bookstores, libraries, and other institutions with just a one click. Why wouldn't an author check that box? Well, because the phrase available to bookstores doesn't mean what authors think it means. It does not mean your book is now sitting in front of a bookstore buyer waiting to be chosen. It doesn't mean bookstores are going to stock it. And it doesn't mean libraries are suddenly going to start ordering copies. And this isn't just because they may not want to. It's more than that. It supposedly means the book may be available through a distribution channel that buyers can access, book buyers. But really, it doesn't even mean that. Bookstores aren't especially motivated to buy books through a system controlled by Amazon because Amazon is their biggest competitor. That's why when I want a book distributed to bookstores, libraries, and institutions, I use IngramSpark. Ingram is already part of the infrastructure bookstores use to buy books. I have an author dealing with this right now. She checked expanded distribution when she published because it sounded like the obvious way to reach more bookstores and libraries. Now we're trying to move that title into IngramSpark, and the ISBN is still tied up in KDP Expanded Distribution. So we've removed it there, and we've requested a title transfer, and now we have to wait and hope it clears, and it will take a month or two. Nothing catastrophic happened, but a simple publishing decision at the beginning has now created a delay we did not need. It's like a road sign that tells you that the park ahead is about a mile, but then once you get down the road, there's a big park closed sign in front of the entrance. So my first rule is simple. Don't confuse Amazon's claims of availability with actual bookstore readiness. And the distributor is only the first piece, because even if your book is sitting in exactly the right catalog, a bookstore still has to have a reason to order it. And this is where authors often come to the wrong conclusion. They see KDP's 60% royalty and assume Amazon pays better than Ingram. But that 60% is for a direct Amazon sale. Amazon sells the book directly to the reader, prints it, takes its share, and pays you in reverse order. Bookstore sales work very differently. A bookstore has to buy the book for less than retail so it can make money when it sells it. The distributor has to be paid for getting the book into the system, and the book still has to be printed. So once you use KDP Expanded Distribution, Amazon drops the royalty to 40% of list price minus printing costs. Ingram works differently because it is already a direct distribution partner, and you get higher royalties with expanded distribution through IngramSpark. Bookstores and libraries already buy through Ingram, and then you get to set the wholesale discount yourself. Ingram allows wholesale discounts from 40 to 55%, and they generally recommend somewhere right around 55. So let's use a $20 book. With KDP Expanded Distribution, 40% of $20 gives you $8 before printing costs. With Ingram, at a 55% wholesale discount, you have $9 before printing. And that's assuming that Amazon could even get it into a bookstore, which it can't. So no, Amazon does not automatically pay better once you start talking about bookstore distribution. And that's the comparison that's important to consider here. If I'm already accepting trade distribution economics, I'd rather go directly through Ingram, keep control of the wholesale discount and returnability, and structure the book for the market I'm actually trying to reach. Now, here's another piece authors don't fully understand when they start trying to get books into bookstores. Returns. If you want bookstores to carry your book, you need to make it returnable. That means if a bookstore orders 10 copies and sells 3, it can return the remaining 7. And authors sometimes hear this and think, why should I have to take that risk? Because you're the publisher. You're no longer the consumer in this transaction. You're the entrepreneur supplying a product, your invention, to the retailer. And that means taking on the risks that come with running a business. The bookstore is giving your book shelf space, investing money in inventory, and trying to sell it to customers. It needs the ability to return inventory that doesn't sell, just as it can with books from traditional publishers. So yes, returns can cost you money. That is part of the economics you need to understand before pursuing bookstore distribution. But if you want your book treated like a trade book, like a real book, you have to offer the terms that bookstores expect. And this is another reason I use IngramSpark. I can make the books returnable, set an appropriate wholesale discount, and price it with those costs in mind. That's part of being a publisher. So here is the print distribution setup I generally use. First, I want the author or publisher to own the ISBNs. That gives us control over that edition instead of tying the book unnecessarily to one publishing platform. Because let me tell you, if you use Amazon's free ISBNs, you can't use IngramSpark. You cannot use anything except Amazon. So secondly, I publish the paperback directly through KDP for Amazon, and I do the ebook through that same portal. I want KDP doing what KDP does extremely well, selling books on Amazon. But I leave expanded distribution off. For bookstores, libraries, and the wider book trade worldwide, I set up that same paperback edition through IngramSpark. And then I make the trade decisions there. Wholesale discount, returnability, pricing, distribution, territories. Those decisions depend on the book and the author's actual goals. So the structure looks like this. KDP for Amazon, IngramSpark for everyone else, and a publisher-owned ISBN connecting that edition across both systems. And this is another reason I strongly prefer authors to own their ISBNs. The more control you retain at the beginning, the easier it is to respond when any opportunities appear. That is the difference between thinking only about how to get the book online today and thinking like a publisher of that book for the next 5 or 10 years. So can you get your self-published books into bookstores? I mean, really? Yes, absolutely. Independent books can be carried by bookstores. But remember, there's a huge difference between a bookstore could theoretically obtain this book if they choose to, and I have deliberately structured this book so a bookstore can obtain it easily, make money selling it, and take a reasonable risk on stocking it. That second one is what I care about. So here's the tactical takeaway. If you are publishing a paperback and you want bookstore distribution, don't stop at the question, is my book available to bookstores? Ask instead, how will the bookstore order it? And most importantly, will they want to? Because publishing is not about checking the maximum number of boxes. It's about understanding what those boxes actually do. The goal is to make it easy and financially sensible for the people who actually sell books to buy yours. If you'd like more on all of this, please think about joining the Community Independent Authors Guild, which we're having an open Q&A next week, and you're welcome to join for free. And I'll see you again on Thursday. No gatekeepers, no excuses.